Hello, I am Cearra Miles, a sophomore at the University of Kentucky, and I'm going to be talking about inspiration, talking about a teacher who's inspired me, how I'm going to be an inspiration for others, and that overall category. So, first, I want to get into the teacher that has inspired me the most. It was my IB Literature HL teacher during my junior year of high school, Matthew Rhinehart. He was a very unique character, is what I would say. I have never had an English class or an English teacher like him, and it was very striking at first. I remember when he came in and talked to my AP Lang class, and everyone was just obsessed with him and his energy because he had a certain charisma about him that made English and literature appealing. I know that's a class that not many people look forward to, but the way he delivered it made me excited not only to be a part of the IB program, but also take an English class. So once I became his student junior year and we read Frankenstein, I did not know the territory that I would be stepping in. The way he deconstructed literature and really put students on blast when we did our responses by highlighting specific things in our responses that he really liked or wanted to touch on and put it on screen for all of the classes to see was something that was very unique. Normally English is very personal, and even though you are sharing with the class, your responses are to yourself, but he would want everyone to see because it was something that we all had to participate in our Socratic seminars. So, what was very inspiring about him was how he really saw through me, and no other teacher has done that to me before. Um, During my junior year of high school, I was checking out mentally very early in the year. My grades started to slip. I was falling out of motivation with the clubs that I have in school, outside of school, my job, and he could really tell there was something off. He would even pull me outside of class and be like, hey, you should start speaking at Socratic seminars more. I was like, oh, he's just saying that because my grade is low. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. But we really started to have conversations one on one about the books that we had. And it felt different because I never had a conversation with a teacher like we were just two people on the same level. There's always a power dynamic between teacher and student that puts this wall up and makes it really not difficult to connect to, but it's just a different relationship that you have with your peers. But speaking with him about these pieces of literature, I felt like we were just two people having a conversation. And that really lifted my spirits because with all of his students, he saw us as individuals. He saw us as students, but people that are going through life, learning, and he's willing to be a guide for them. And that was something that inspired me, which is why whenever I am in a leadership position or I'm in class, I always try to be relatable. And I think that's kind of difficult, especially being an honor student at my university or even always taking higher level classes because there's people that are competitive or trying extra hard or really isolating themselves to be on top. But I always see it as being a leader, being in positions of honors or having authority. It's always good to appeal to someone on their level, get to someone on a personal level, be relatable, have that intimate experience because these relationships can really change someone's life. And I think what he did differently was provide that intimacy to create a relationship that is life changing. And now I'm in my second year as an English major because of how much he changed my life. And I want to take all of the lessons he gave me to be a better leader and to be an inspiration for others that need it because he really saved me at a hard time. Just glad I had this opportunity to speak about it with this scholarship. So, thank you.